preparatory works, etc. Because I think the worst thing right now we have done so far, it's not the worst, but it's not a good thing, is that we have said already what we're not going to do.
Right.
And this is something, for Putin is always, going after. If you hesitate, he will strike.
So you've been here meeting with lawmakers talking about security needs. What does Latvia, what do the Baltics need from NATO and the United States?
Well, from the United States particularly, that is, last week we were 3 Baltic chairs of the foreign affairs visited capital. And the main message was that we need to have a more larger U.S. troops presence in the Baltics. Not,
permanent troops presence?
Permanent, exactly, permanent. Because one thing that Putin really fears is U.S. Army. Absolutely, no doubt about that. Yes, we are very appreciative already of the commitments U.S. government has made. We have U.S. troops on the ground. But, when it comes to the numbers, it's still not enough deterrent for Russia and for the Putin as well. Another dimension is, well, as we all observe what's happening in Ukraine, how Russia is conducting the war on Ukraine, we look at its strengths and its weaknesses, and we see that Russia's strength is the supremacy over the air. When it comes to Baltic countries, we have the same weakness. That is the air defense systems. So this is what we are calling right now urgently to address that, because on top of all these things that we are doing, we are supporting militarily Ukraine as well, sending javelins, sending different air defense, manpower, manpad systems. Which means our stocks are empty.
But that's a hard calculation when you're
exactly.
looking over the sea.
In an alliance, we have to understand we are right now the frontier, defending democracy, the West. So therefore, right now, either we stand or we fall. So therefore, all we ask is really rational. It's not just, making panic. This is really assessment of the security dimensions that we are seeing in our region, because we can't forget that on top of Russia's invasion in Ukraine, Belarus is playing a crucial part as well.
That's
in
right.
our view and assessment, Belarus has become already 100% dependent on Russian Federation. I think it's de facto already Russian Federation, particularly when it comes to military dimension. I would call it, it's the 6th military district of Russian Federation.
That's interesting. So we've got President Biden traveling there next week. What does he need to say? What does the world need? What does Latvia need? What do you want to hear from President Biden when he's on the ground in Eastern Europe?
Well, you see, this is exactly what I stated on the Helsinki Commission. Right now, it is, I will use the Latin pronunciation, it's the acta non verba. What is needed right now are deeds, not words. We have received reassurances when it comes to defending NATO member states, not an inch. But I think what we have to look is go from the words to deeds and really go among the allies on how more we can assist Ukraine and also how more we can boost the defense capabilities of entire eastern flank.
Ricard Colds, thank you for coming in. That's all the time we've got, but thank you for your work here and safe travels on your way back.
Thank you very much, guys. Thank you.
And up next, the highlights so far from this historic day on Capitol Hill as confirmation hearings are officially underway for Judge Ketanji Brown Jackson. You're watching Meet the Press Daily.